Alright, so today we're working on a piece of real American history. I picked this up from what is that, an antique store. It's 1857, Waltham, P.S. Bartlett. Now, 1857, that's November of 1857. That's right on the eve. That's right before the Civil War. So, I mean, this thing has seen some time. It is silver. It is 800, what is that, grams, I guess? I know pure silver is 999, so this one's rated at 800. It does have an engraving on it, and as you can see, it requires a key to wind. So I don't know if it works or not. I didn't put the stickers on it. Stickers were there. But that's the hole to wind it, and I had to find this key on eBay. And it does take a wind, but it does not rotate. So I don't think it has a mainspring. And there's the movement. That just looks gorgeous. Serial numbers are all visible. The hallmarks are there. Everything looks pristine. There's no corrosion. It needs to be cleaned, but I am really excited for this watch. So let's get the disassembly going. While we start, a little bit more about this watch. So this is, like I said, a Waltham. It's a model 1857, and it was produced in 1859. That is my mistake. 1857 is the type. 1859 is when it was produced. You can see it's got a small chip on the dial. That's the porcelain face. I think somebody closed the case without having the dial in all the way, and that created a crack. I am not going to fix that. I don't think it's visible when put away correctly. So to save myself doing more damage, I'm going to leave it. The model 1857 is significant because it was America's first truly industrialized watch. Waltham figured out how to mass produce interchangeable parts, much like Ford, which completely changed watchmaking. This little movement is part of that story, right? This is insane. The serial number is 17272, and one of the earlier runs of the 1857, just a couple years into production. It's got the full plate design, bimetallic balance and wheel, and of course it uses a winding key instead of a crown. So it's amazing. One thing I am going to do with the key is I'm going to nickel plate the entire key. I'm not a fan of this two-tone, so you'll get to see that process. Now, every single watch that I break down and restore is a puzzle. And step one of that puzzle is how to get it apart. So you're going to have to watch me struggle a little bit trying to figure it out. And yeah, you get to see me this time. The mainspring was indeed broken, so I had to order a new mainspring. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but ordering a mainspring for a watch produced in the 1800s is not easy. So I went through a few iterations where I finally figured it out. The dial face came off, and we get to see underneath. Obviously needs some cleaning. That barrel right there is where the mainspring is at, and when I get to opening that up, I'll show you how it's all broken. But yeah, let's continue disassembly. So as I take the balance off, one thing that you might notice right away, there is no pallet fork. There is no way to manipulate, and that's actually what I'm looking at right now. Is the balance engages directly with the escape wheel, and that's why I'm moving all the wheels to see how it works. Because normal watches in the 40s, 50s, and 60s had a pallet fork that would allow the escape wheel to move one tine at a time, and the gear ratio allowed for the escape wheel to hit the third, the second, and the center wheel, and that's how you would move the hands hour, minute, seconds. So this is the first time I'd ever seen that, so I was really looking at it, and the escape wheel also had a curvature to it, so the tines weren't flat. They bowed upwards to engage the impulse jewel on the balance and the hairspring. It's a very unique and interesting way to do this watch, and every single wheel on the train of wheels has its own holder and jewel, so it's absolutely fine craftsmanship. This is the mainspring barrel, and it does not come apart. It definitely is stuck on there through pressure, and I'll tinker with it a little bit, trying to get it out, take it apart, clean it, and do some maintenance on it. I eventually do the best I can while leaving it attached, but right around here is where I discover that the mainspring's broken and order a new one. I don't believe I show the replacement process because I do it manually. My mainspring winder is absolutely horrible and has yet to work as advertised. So I do wind all the mainsprings by hand, which is challenging. If you guys are interested in a video of that, I'm more than happy to do that. I just need to know that the interest is there, because it does take a little bit out of my hands. I usually just cramp up. But yeah, thought that was worth noting, that there is no pallet fork, which is what allows the escape wheel to manipulate the time. So this watch is just a jewel of little mysteries. Now, when it comes to putting and cleaning the balance and the hairspring, I like to put it on the movement, on the body, to make sure that it doesn't move. It gets locked into the jewel for the balance, and the bridge also is locked in, so it really can't move anywhere but back and forth, which is what it's designed for anyway. And it cleans everything, so it keeps it safe and it allows me to clean it. So let's get all the parts into pieces, put into the baskets, run it through the watch cleaning station. I only show the washing. I also rinse and dry, and then lay everything out so I can make sure nothing got damaged. These are the unique baskets I have. As you can see, each part gets its own little thing. Keep it separated, not bouncing around too much. The liquid kind of supports everything and allows it to not beat around each other too much. So that's good. But yeah, this is how I clean all the watch pieces. Now it's time to tackle this case. So first thing, that's isopropyl alcohol, IPA, and just a good old-fashioned razor blade. Trying to take off these pieces of sticker. I do not replace the crystal. It's in good enough condition, and the amount of wear and tear on it, I actually like. It doesn't take away from the ability to see the time or the clock, and it just shows how much love it's had. So the crystal does get cleaned. I do use my watch poly watch, which is a micro abrasure, and it kind of smooths out the top layer. And I have this rotary tool, battery powered rotary tool, and it makes life easier. It makes a mess, don't get me wrong, but it absolutely really takes away some of the time, because otherwise I'd have a microfiber cloth. And my time in the military did teach me how to polish boots with the best of them, which you'll actually see that a little bit later when I polish the case. But I didn't want to sit here for an hour or two, so the rotary tool helps. And yeah, it cleans it up nice. There's still a couple of little scratches here and there, but nothing too horrible. And yeah, I'm happy with it. There it is. There's the military finger wrap. So yeah, 2 fingers wrapped in a microfiber cloth with my silver cleaning, and years of experience of making my shoes shiny. So let's see if I can put that experience to use on this watch case. So as you can see, it is quite dirty, and I don't buff too much because I don't want to pull away any of the details or designs or take away too much of it. So it gets a nice surface level cleaning and shining, but I don't get crazy. I don't use a rotary tool on it. I just do a surface level buff. Alright, with the cleaning of the case complete, let's get reassembly going. So, first things first, take off the balance bridge, hairspring. Make sure that's still good, didn't get damaged in the cleaning process. It didn't. And yeah, we'll start with the mainspring barrel. I'll get everything positioned and lubricated. Again, this has been, oh, I don't know, 2 weeks since I took it apart, so I have to remember how things go back together. Thankfully, I have a video of it, but this one's not too horribly complicated, but I do still make sure that it all goes together as it came apart. There are some nuances to this watch that I have to be careful for. So, one of these screws is actually stripped, and I find out the hard way, and there's really not anything I could do about it. The other three hold it just fine, so this watch doesn't really have a whole lot of impact control, so I think it was at some point in time dropped and damaged. That's why it was seized up. And one of the wheels was probably off kilter a little bit, but yeah, other than that, everything else looks great. So let's resume the reassembly. Moment of truth. New mainspring. Balance is on. Let's go ahead and wind up the new mainspring and see how it works. As you can see, I did nickel plate the key. So here we go. A couple twists on the key. Oh, it fires right up. Oh, no hesitation at all. Oh, this thing came together so beautifully. Now it's on to finish assembly. Yeah, I'm a little excited there. Yeah, finish assembly. Get it inside the case, which is also a challenge, and then regulate it. So we have an operational watch from 1859. That is awesome. I can't get over how excited I am. Okay, so I do have some problems putting on the minute hand. It just does not want to sit with the tool I have. So it's a hand tool, and initially I thought the hour hand was not pushed down enough. So I tried that again, and using this hand tool, it's just not clicking. So I eventually break down, and it's not my favorite tool to use, but it works. But it's a small little press, and I'll adjust the camera angle to let you see what's going on here. But as you can see, it's just a small press, which I line up, block the entire view with my hand, of course. There we go. And yeah, it presses it down more succinctly than that little stick. And now the hands are on there and aligned. So now you get to see a little bit of a mess of my desk too. So I'm having some difficulties getting the movement in the case, and this is about where I notice two little nubs, I guess, nipples, I don't know what they are, protruding pieces of metal, which need to line up with a cutout on the rim. And there it is right there. So once I figure that out and get everything aligned, it does eventually fall into place. So yeah, this is pretty much wrapping up the watch restoration here. So we've gone through disassembly, reassembly, cleaning, maintenance that I could do on it, oiling, getting everything all lubricated, and regulating. So this does have a high beat error rate, unfortunately. I need to do some research on how to fix that without a pallet fork, but it is accurate. It does not lose too many seconds per day. I think it's at like 6 or 8 seconds per day that it is fast. But other than that, it's a strong, great pocket watch, and it's going to make a welcome addition. So if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that all the YouTubers ask. And yeah, if there's any recommendations, requests, questions that you might have, or pocket watches you want to see done, let me know. I'm always trying to find more pocket watches, and I get into trouble daily for buying too many off of eBay. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the next video.